Okay. I want to thank all the subscribers. Thank you very much. Uh, Special thanks goes out to every single accountability site out there. And there's quite a few. Those are the people that are fighting for our rights that the police seem to be so willing to violate and then claim stupidity that they didn't know, they weren't trained, and they have qualified immunity to fall back on anyway, so it wouldn't matter. And you could get the videos if they're wearing body cams and they're turned on. Not the cop. Better hope the cop isn't turned on. And if the police decide to honor your FOIA request, see these more. Look, they don't even care. They don't even care. Holy mackerel. That's the way it is. And it's a day before Memorial Day. I think it's 65, 66 degrees out. Partly cloudy. I'm taking my walk up to Jersey Mike's. See what the heck is on the menu over there. And documenting any strange sights in this town of Long Branch, New Jersey. City of Long Branch. How do you do, sir? Today would be a perfect day to be freshwater fishing. Tiny bit of breeze, a little chop on the water, a little cloudy, pretty good. It's just no freshwater around here. I'm trapped. I feel like Papillon. I feel like this is, holy mackerel, these are honeysuckles. And the first thing that caught my attention was the beautiful smell. These are really something. Wow. Beautiful. A lot of flowers coming out. So if this microphone is on, the last couple of videos I did with it seem to have been decent audio. So this little wireless mic thing seems to work pretty good. I was planning on using it, putting this phone on the tripod and being able to walk like 30 feet from it. Go down to the water over there and make a couple casts, but just haven't been feeling that energized. The back problems still persist. The neck problems still persist. The legal issues still persist. And I refuse to let that burglary, that declarations orchestrated, go by the wayside. Declarations orchestrated that burglary. They filed false police reports with the Long Branch Police. Told the police that I was suicidal. To give the police exigent circumstances just to kick my door in. I wasn't going to open my door. And that's in some of my earliest uploads on this site on YouTube. The recordings of that nice old Corvette. The heck is that, a 63, 60, anywhere from a 63 to 67 maybe? Oh, the flowers. Oh, smells good. So, Declarations Inc. in Freehold, New Jersey decided that their clients, me, my rights mean absolutely nothing to them or the Long Branch Police. I support all of these auditors the best I can by thumbs up, subscribing, reposting their stuff. Yeah, 35 miles an hour, my butt. Very dangerous out here. So Declarations, oh my ankle. Declarations decided to do a wellness check, which was BS, because it was Jasenia Rivera, the social worker, who decided that she wanted a computer back that she had donated to me. And rather than just ask me for it back, she decided she would call, or Kellen Polito, it was her or Kellen, decided to call the Long Branch Police and tell them that I was suicidal. So the police came knocking at my door, and Jacintia was right there. She was right outside the door. So see, they still haven't done the damn thing. This is pretty decent. Right here, you could walk. You could see it's still overgrown, but hey, you know something? It's all poison ivy. It's all poison ivy. So Jacinia Rivera stood right outside the door while the police tried to BS me into opening my door and letting them in. I wasn't going to do that. They had no warrant. I wasn't suicidal. And see what I'm saying? I don't care. So this is okay. Call him again. It's all poison ivy and hedges. So when they couldn't get me to open the door, I told them, and most of that is on tape, that if they didn't have a warrant, I was under no obligation to let them in. And with all the threats of violence they were making towards me, I was certainly not compelled to let them in. Why? Why should I open the door and let these violent thugs in? Why should I do that? After they threatened to put me in the hospital. And I mean, they said that if I did not open the door, they would make sure I wound up in the hospital. Several times. And using as many expletives as they could to intimidate me and violate my Fourth Amendment rights. I did not open the door. I stood back from the door and told them, I'm not resisting. Do what you got to do. So they kicked the door open. The lunatic, and she's sick lunatic female officer, big, obese, ugly, nasty, vile mouth, hate-filled individual came kicking through the door, at which point they pointed tasers at me. It looks like he had a little something there for a second. Can you even see it? Where are they? With my glasses on, I can't. What the heck? They look like they're there. What? There we go. Hard for me to aim this camera, especially when you got it zoomed out. Tends to shake all over the place. And here we go. Low tide. Little bait fish jumping around in the water there. So came through the door, kicked in the door. I've got my hands above my head. This is, everybody talks about how disgusted they are with the legal system in the United States. I can't get justice. I can't, because I don't have the money to fight crooked corporation like Declarations Inc. in Freehold, New Jersey. And the owner of that, his name is James Marhold. I think it's Dr. James Marhold. He's a sick, twisted individual that refers to himself, and he doesn't mind violating First Amendment rights of their clients because he had to know something about them shadow banning my reviews on Declarations. They had to. Because when you look at my reviews from another computer or phone, you can't find my reviews on Declarations. You can't find them. Same thing with Monmouth Medical Center. So The police are now in my apartment. Jacinia is standing right outside the door. The computer that she wanted back is sitting up against the wall. And the police take me out. And as they're taking me out, I'm standing right in front of my doorway. And I ask them, please shut the door. Please shut. I'm in handcuffs. How am I going to do it? Please shut the door and lock it. Oh, yeah, we're doing that. No, they're not. They're aiding and abetting in the burglary. They're part of it. Gregory School Apartments is part of it. Because Jacinia Rivera's mother was the grounds superintendent, whatever you want to call that position over there. That's her mother. And her mother subsequently went on to file more false police reports with the Long Branch Police. And like the obedient little lapdogs that Long Branch Police are, they don't even think to look at the records to see, well, how many times have we been over to this place and found absolutely nothing. They don't bother. They just go trample your rights. You could tell it to a stinking judge, a corrupt judge. You're going to have to choke up money some way. So it doesn't matter to them. And that qualified immunity, they're either too stupid, too poorly trained, too underfunded, too inbred. A lot of nepotism goes into police hiring, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, meaning if the parents of the officer were police and miscreants, that the fruit of that tree will also be a miscreant. Not hard to believe that, because they've already established through the parents that they got people that are willing to violate anybody's rights. And don't think it doesn't happen often. Just looked at one. Put it up on my Facebook thing. Facebook. 2 stars. Facebook. Where cops beat this guy to death and then hid the videos for over 2 years. And you hear the cop clearly say, man, I beat him to death. He's not beat him to death, but he certainly made it clear that he tried to beat the guy to death. And he's on the radio with the other cops. And the other cops, being the psychopaths and sociopaths that they are, they're only worried about whether man, you got the camera recordings or not. They're looking right off the bat to cover it up. Immediately they're working on a cover up. So, and I got no sympathy for taxpayers either. I really don't. Keep paying all of these lawsuits. Keep paying them. Who's your candidate that's going to do something against? It was $87 million. I just saw it. I was on the Google News feed. $87 million was paid out in lawsuits in New Jersey alone. $87 million. Oh, that comes out of the government. No, that comes out of the taxpayers' pockets. And the taxpayers just pay and pay and pay. And they keep these corrupt officials in office because they've got connections. Somehow, some way, they got connections where they're expecting that somehow the police can be bribed, bought off. Yeah, go figure. Bribed, bought off, or somehow that the cops are going to help them when they want to lie about you and have your rights squashed. So, sick of that. We went over there last week. Sunny beaches. There are plenty of sunny beaches in this area. This is New Jersey. It's a sanctuary state. Wall to wall, sunny beaches. So I got my little messenger bag with me. I'll pick up a couple loaves of bread. Then head back home and be thankful I got some bread to eat. Not that I'm starving. 230 pounds. I don't know how many stones that is. Oh, if I mean 2 stones, definitely. No Bud Light here. It's amazing what this country has turned into. It's amazing. This is a melting pot for all of the garbage on this planet. And when the garbage gets here, they have plenty of advocates. Plenty of advocates that want to see the United States become as dysfunctional as their own delusional world is. I guess so. Couldn't tell if that exhaust system was altered or not. So, now you got all these miscreants headed for this country. You got a miscreant running the country, Bo Jiden, and his crackhead son, Crackho Jiden, running this country into the ground, opening the border to the most dysfunctional people in the world. We got people from all over the world crossing at that Mexican border. They say the spike in Chinese nationals has gone up 900% coming through the border. Chinese nationals. And the fentanyl is probably coming through Mexico. They order their chemicals and supplies from China. China sends it. They know they got a friend in Mexico. Mexicans get it. Get the compound. Get the components. Compound them. Mix up a couple $1 billion worth of fentanyl. And bring it in. Bring it on in. Still early yet in the year, so I'm surprised I didn't see more empty glassine bags. Usually this road and the road I just walked off of is usually littered with those glassine bags. State of the state address. Yeah. State of the state. My God. State of the nation. Well, I'm at my destination. For those of you who's made it, my story is still the same. Declarations orchestrated the burglary. Declarations, Gregory School, Long Branch Police, Monmouth Medical Center all took part in civil rights violations when they came, kicked my door in, and threatened me. So I'd like to thank everybody again for sticking around. How you doing, sir? Oh, here you go. Anyway, we're here. I'll talk to you later.